Hey everybody, and welcome to Planet U. Today we are going to be trying McDonald's Poutine, which is actually a regional dish to Canada. As you may know or may not know, there are certain items on McDonald's menu that are available only in certain parts of the world. So they have a mixed spaghetti, they've got a mixed lobster roll, they've got all sorts of weird different menu items depending where you live. So for Canada, we have the McPoutine because Canada is known for its poutine. Maybe not its McDonald's poutine, we're about to find that out. At the end of the video, I'm gonna be tasting this, rating this, but before we get to that, I'm gonna give you a little bit of the history of McDonald's poutine. Poutine first started in the 1950s in Quebec. It actually has become popular in other areas of Canada. There are places in Canada that have restaurants solely dedicated to selling poutine. There are many different variations of poutine, but if you're not aware of what it is basically French fries, can be hand cut or otherwise, with homemade gravy, you would hope, and cheese curds. So it's fries, gravy, cheese curds, all melted down into this delicious gooiness. Now, of course, fast food chains out there wanting to keep up with everybody's favorites decide to jump in the game and give poutine a try, specifically McDonald's. It was first only offered at the Quebec McDonald's, but in 2012, it was such a popular menu item that they decided to spread it to all of Canada, and we're about to try it out for ourselves now. Okay, so I'm actually quite surprised because they do look like they have cheese curds for this particular menu item, which is very impressive because I don't see how you could do a poutine with any other type of cheese. Now, mind you, they're probably processed cheese curds, but you kind of need cheese curds for a poutine in order for it to have that like nice melty gooey bite when you get into it. Now, McDonald's fries are pretty salty anyways. I mean, they may not salt the poutine ones, but I'm actually very surprised that they have a poutine. I can't believe it. And I'm surprised more people don't order it, but we'll see if there's a reason for that or not. Pretty salty, but I have a feeling they didn't actually salt these fries beforehand. It's probably the gravy. I do like the cheese curds that they use here. They're actually pretty good. Whether they're processed or not, I can't tell. The gravy itself is like kind of weird, but I sort of half expected that it was gonna be like, as you can see, it's like really thin. It's probably a powdered gravy that they add water to or something. Yeah, you know what it has? Almost like the artificial flavoring of like a Mr. Noodles packet. I don't know if you have Mr. Noodles anywhere else in the world, but in Canada we have Mr. Noodles, and the flavoring packet that goes on the noodles tastes a lot like that. The fries, they're your typical McDonald's fries, very skinny, but it kind of works with a poutine because you can get a bunch on the fork at once. Let's see the distribution they did here. Pretty good, evenly distributed for the most part. Value for money, I'm gonna have to say a no on that one because it was $6.50 tax included. That's still really expensive though. And granted, a lot of McDonald's items are now more expensive than they used to be. I just remember when I was a kid what you'd be able to get for a small amount of money, and now it's like you still see people going there all the time, and it's like, why? It's not even cheap anymore, but people get hooked on the McDonald's. So $6.50, you could probably find in a city a actual decent poutine for around $7, and it would be a lot better than that. So I would say that is not good value for money. I would say overall I'm a little more pleasantly surprised than I thought I would be. It's not great by any means, but I'd give it a pretty solid 6 McPoutines. But it would never hold a candle to legitimate Canadian poutine. I'm sure if you went anywhere in Quebec and even tried to give them this, they would probably be totally disrespected by you. So Canada has become more famous for poutine as one of their signature dishes. We don't do it as well as the original spot everywhere in Canada, but a fast food poutine, it shouldn't even be in the same category. Please hit the notifications bell, subscribe, like us. We see that more people are subscribing to our channel and we're really happy about that. We're just brand new starting out. So we got a new video every Tuesday. Friday's always about food, and we have a short every Sunday. Please tune in.